Well, I appreciate you folks coming. I can't really say much.
Whatever there was to do, they've done it all to us. It's surrounding our house. We've got 600 acres, and it follows on that 1.5 miles of the ridge line. And we're losing everything we've got. Can't say anymore.
Yeah. We've been at it too long.
Thank you, guys. Before we move on, is there anybody else from the Lowell community or Craftsbury or Eden or Albany that wants to step up and speak for a moment? You're more than welcome to.
Don and Shirley Nelson.
All right, we'll move on. Ben, do you want to step up?
Yeah, also, Sheffield.
Oh, yeah, of course, Sheffield as well. I'm sorry.
Jack Brooks would like to speak.
Oh, Jack, please. Jack lives in Eden Mills as well, right, Jack? Yeah. And Jack lives in a very rural area, and he'd like to speak about that.
I would have to say his podium is a little beat up. My property abuts the project proposal area, but I live in Eden Mills, so I didn't get a word, but one word, I don't know how much it's going to do, and I don't even get part of the $400,000 grant that's going towards Lowell. I have a lot of stories to tell, but for 8 years I was overseas building refugee camps. How many of you ever had a 16, 12, 10-year-old with a rifle come up to you and ask for your passport? Raise your hand. How many of you had people ask for your passport to have a skull hanging around their neck for someone they just killed? Raise your hand. People like me do this every day, go out there and try to help people like that get out of situations. The stress involved with that is tremendous. The burnout rate is, you're lucky if you last 2 years. I lasted 8. I came to Vermont after living in Colorado and Oregon. I grew up in Vermont. I bought a remote piece of property thinking I'd get a lot of these folks from where I used to work from overseas, working with refugees. I was going to get into my property and get a little stress relief from nature. Have nature do the work for what they need. If these wind towers go up, there goes that dream. I got 900 acres there, and it's all got a beautiful view of it, so I'm going to be able to hear it, going to be able to see it. It's just going to destroy it all. I create all my own electricity. I don't need this. I have a dream. My dream is that everyone, if one person went out and bought a solar power panel, the corporation would think it was wacko and write them off. If 2 people a day went out and bought a solar power panel and put it up, I'd say, oh, something's wrong with those 2. But 50 people a day went out and bought a solar panel. 50 people a day, imagine that.
Yes!
They wouldn't need anything like this. Even a little small wind turbine. You see them in Craftsbury, some of y'all from Craftsbury, from North Hyde Park, there's a couple up there. They're not bad, but these huge industrial ones, give me a break. This is industrial. This isn't a farm, this is industrial. Vermont's not industrial. Thank you.
Tyler Mason.
I'm Tyler Mason. I live in Albany. I'm a native Vermonter. I've known folks like the Nelsons all my life. They're the best kind of neighbors to have. And I don't like seeing what's going on destroy there's impacts to this that folks just aren't aware of, and people need to get educated. and about these large-scale wind turbines. They're just not feasible for. Okay. They're not feasible for Vermont. And I guess that's all I have to say.
Thank you, John.